Sunday Night DM presents Nobody Gnomes My Sorrow, starring Rob as Nizir Rockeyes the Hunter, Kim as Folksy Rockeyes the Sorcerer, James as Kuleg the Blade Singer, Nessie as Neren the Artificer, Alan as Mitch the Fighter, and Seth as Nob the Warlock.
These will be for Mikey.
Good evening and welcome to Sunday Night DM on Saturday. Today we are boosting a day forward because of Father's Day tomorrow. I would like to thank Johnny Lang, Johnny something, for the wonderful voice intro you just heard. Let me just have a look and see what his name is, because I've got it written down somewhere. Have note, Johnny Neal. Johnny Neal did a lovely voice intro for us. We're missing a couple of players tonight. Rob is away for the weekend, and so is Kim. So Nessie's also taking some time off. Bob's going to playing as Neren in Nessie's place, and we've also got Millie joining us as a guest character this week. Shall we recap briefly on where you guys all left off in the previous session? Kulig, Neren, Nizir, Folksy, Gato had all passed down a tunnel heading towards the mines above the main mine area of Glittering Caverns. Mitch and Nob. Nob had disappeared again, as he was quite famously known for amongst the party. And Mitch went to retrieve him and go bring him back. Kulig, Gato, Neren, Nazir, and Foxy, you've all managed to make your way down into through the tunnel, which every 50 feet or so kept getting dark. The darkness was appearing in the tunnel, and you finally made your way into a fairly open space at the very bottom. There's dark tunnels shooting off in 4 or 5 different directions, other than where you came. Anyone want to do anything?
Is there any sign of movement or anything coming from any of the tunnels?
Make a perception check.
Nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, you can see movement within the shadows in the one leading towards the direction of the rest of the mine. Off to the right. Off to the left is solid darkness, pretty much what you encountered coming down this tunnel.
I point out the movement to everyone else.
Knob, I need you to make a stealth check.
That's my specialty. It's a 14 a pass.
Okay, Mitch, make a stealth check.
Four.
Yeah, okay. Nazir turns around and he points back up the way you guys have just come out into this open area, and you can all hear clunk, 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 clunk as Mitch and Knob come out of the darkness and join you in the middle of the area. It's fairly it's not a large area. It's about 50 feet side to side, with 4 entrances leading off and where you came.
So were they the movement I saw in the darkness?
No, there was movement off to one side.
Okay. So the other 3 leading out of here all lead to darkness, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much pitch black, the same way as you had previously coming down. You guys haven't had a chance to have a rest yet, so whatever spells you'd used, spell slots you'd used previously are once again taken.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? There's movement down that way.
Well, I could do something that could either potentially ruin us and give us light, or kill them and give us light. It depends on how you see it, really. I could create a firewall. I could create a firewall going straight down that way so that there's light and you can see. But how wide is this? How wide is it? Like this area?
Width. The space you're in is about 50 feet. Each tunnel leading off is just over 5 feet wide. It's about 5 feet tall. It's part of an area of the mine that the gnomes were working in. So you've got rails on the floor where they take their wagons up, full of whatever they've been mining.
Okay.
Make a history check.
Oh god. Oh, that's one of my least favorite ones. That's a 4.
Yeah, you've mostly ignored what the mines mine for, so you can't really remember exactly what they mine for.
So I'm thinking if we'll go to one side, I create a firewall going straight down that railway. It gives us light. Plus, it could potentially stop anything from the other side coming to us. What do you guys think?
No.
Okay.
As you are having this discussion, out of the darkness, it's not pitch darkness; it's just regular darkness. It's just hard to distinguish movement inside. Come two very dirty-looking gnomes, covered head to foot in black dust and dirt that kind of makes them blend in with the surroundings of the tunnel. They kind of look over towards you and pause before pointing at you, Gato, rather confused as to why there'd be a dwarf amongst this party of gnomes. Where's the dwarf from?
Around.
What dwarf?
Mitch, you recognize Gato as being the dwarf that joined the party just outside the main square before you guys in to investigate.
Uh-huh. What are you doing here?
They look at each other. We've been working. There was a cave in. It wasn't anything we could have prevented. There's been a lot of trouble lately with cave-ins within the mines. It seems like someone's deliberately caving the mines in.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
So you've not been troubled by goblins?
Goblins? Where are the goblins? And they look around.
Well, they attacked the town.
We've been down here for weeks. We've our shift is not over, and one of them takes out a strange looking watch device. It seems to have more like a daily calendar on it as opposed to an hourly calendar. We've been down here for three weeks now. Our shift's not over for another week.
You'll sleep, right?
We have our sleeping compartments just down the way. They're what's been caved in.
You have regular like schedules though, like you're not working continuously, right?
No. We work shifts. But every gnome that works down the mine is down the mine for an entire month.
Damn.
That's not good for you.
We don't work the entire month, but we spend the month down in the mine, and then we go back up for a month, and then we come back down for a month.
That's not good for you.
Because there are goblins in the mines.
In the mines,
Well, yes, we saw them on our way in.
I need you all to make perception checks.
Me too.
Persuasion, no. Perception.
Perception.
Does a dirty 20.
Oh, that's cool.
16.
13.
Mine was 30.
Okay. Yeah. Nazir looks over and he hushes you all up. Foxy kind of steps around as the two gnomes that are with you kind of pause and all look in the same direction as out of one of these other tunnels steps two goblins, leading what you guys have met before as a intellect devourer. They stop just at the entrance to the tunnel and just look at you all.
Well, I'm gonna have banished. Guys, should I use it?
I'm going to start up my blade song.
Okay.
I'm going to pull my light crossbow.
Alrighty then.
I'm gonna pull out. Yeah, my light crossbow as well, actually.
Okay.
I want to talk to them.
Okay. You step forward.
What are you guys doing here? Like, what's that?
Which language are you speaking in?
Common.
In common. Okay. They look at each other, and they respond in Goblin, and say, "We're on a patrol. You guys shouldn't be down here. Why are you down here?"
Why are you patrolling? I answer back in Goblin.
We've been sent down from the camp to patrol and prevent any gnomes from interfering.
Interfering with what?
Interfering with the plan.
What's the plan?
Make a persuasion roll.
2.
The plan is none of your business. You're just a dwarf. Move along.
All right, hold up. We're not doing this. Like, just tell me the plan, or else these guys, and I gesture to everyone behind me, are just gonna wreck your shit up. Like, come on. What's the plan?
Roll for initiative.
Yes.
Rolls. Initiative.
19.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Got a
I'll-
notebook that I don't have in my hand. Mitch.
13.
Kullig.
12.
Niren.
9.
Okay. Gato.
14.
Listen. Should I roll again?
Oh, well, yes.
Oh.
Do it.
Just go for 4.
Okay. Okay. Nob.
Yeah.
You're going
Okay.
first.
I am going. Mm, I'm gonna cast Fire Shield on myself.
Okay. What does that do?
Okay, so Dim Whispers. So it creates 10-foot radius of dim light. They provide a warm shield, or a chill shield, whichever I choose.
Okay. Which are you choosing?
I'm going to be choosing warm,
Okay.
which grants me resistance to cold damage. And whenever a creature within 5 feet of me hits me, the shield erupts with flames. The attacker takes 2d8 fire damage.
Okay. Cool.
I believe that's my action. I'm not
That's
too
your
sure.
action.
Yeah.
You've got a bonus action and movement.
I'm going to shoot my crossbow at one of the.
Okay. You've already taken your
goblins.
action.
Oh yeah, bonus action. Immediate.
You've got a bonus action. You got any bonus actiony stuff you want to do as a warlock?
I can cast a spell as a bonus action, right?
You've got.
I've got a lot of
Yeah.
spells.
I'll let you use cantrip as a bonus action.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay. You can tell I haven't done this for ages.
I had to put some light on.
Okay.
Okay. Roll for damage. Roll for your attack.
Does a 16 hit?
16.
Just
Which are
gonna
you
hit
attacking?
just one of the goblins. I don't mind which
Yes.
one. Okay. I hit the one on the left, because...
Okay,
whichever
that's fine.
one I don't mind. 4. That is 6 points of damage.
Yeah. So you blast away, and the one on the left kind of drops the lead that he's got that's wrapped around the intellect devourer in between him.
No idea.
Right.
Okay.
No.
With that, he's going to
Look at weapons.
pull out his hand crossbow and fire at you, because that's what he does. 16.
Me?
Yep.
That hits.
Okay.
You tidy.
One second. Oh, I'm all turned about. Okay, that's 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Nazir draws his arrow back. Yeah, that hits. And he's aiming for the intellect devourer. And let me put sheet. Yes. That's impossible. Oh, that was pretty pathetic. And that takes 2d8 plus 6. 14 points of damage. Okay. Gato, you're up.
How close are they?
Beg pardon?
How close to us are they?
They're about 15 feet away. They're ranged attack range rather than melee range.
I'm going. Is mark on one of them, whichever, don't mind.
Left, right, or middle? One on the left is kind of looking kind of
One on the left then.
weak at the moment. That's your bonus action.
And then I'll just shoot it with the arrow.
Okay. Roll for your attack.
14.
14 misses. So you fire arrow off and he just
Oh, I get an advantage because of Hunter's back.
The hunter's mark doesn't work like that. But you do get a second attack.
Fire again. 16.
16 hits.
Okay. 8. Uh, 9.
Yeah. So you fire your arrow off. First one misses. The second one close behind it, and the goblin drops to his knees, face first in the dirt. The intellect devourer sort of starts sniffing at him with what you would assume to be his head. Mitch. Mitch, you're up.
No?
Cross.
Yep.
The intellect.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Make for damage. Roll for attack.
Hello.
It looks like we have lag again.
That's annoying.
With cross. Uh,
Oh, joys of being on the internet.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Ah, good. Right. Damage. Six points.
Okay, cool. As you hit the intellect devourer, he kind of stumbles and what would be its face goes face first into the goblin on the floor, but then it stands up again. Not
No.
quite down. You get another attack.
Fire again.
Okay. Fire again.
14. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
8 plus 2 is 10 damage.
Yeah, you fire your bolt over it. Goes straight through the middle, and as it does, it kind of splits in two. The goblin on its right kind of looks around for a minute and looks like he's getting ready to run. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Kulig.
How far away are they again?
They're about 15, 20 feet away.
Okay, so with my Blades on song active, I've got a 35 feet speed.
Yep.
So I am going to move up into close combat range with them.
Yep.
And use Green Flame Blade.
Okay, roll for your
So
attack.
I make a melee attack, which is dirty 20.
That hits.
And so that does 1d4 plus, so 6 slashing damage plus 8 fire damage.
Yeah. So as he turns around, a burning flame appears on his back as your attack goes through the back of his armor, and he
And
falls face forward into
Yeah.
the ground.
the other one there is next to him, yeah?
That's it. They're all dead.
Oh, they're all dead.
Yeah. There was only 2 goblins and an intellect devourer. There wasn't a lot.
Okay, I thought there was another one.
Quickly dispatched. So you get rid of them all. There's not been much noise. It's not taking very long.
Can I let the others know what they've said in Goblin about like a plan for the camp?
Yeah. I don't think anyone else speaks Goblin.
No, I don't.
I assume that would be the council.
No.
on the way
Yeah.
in.
Nazir nods, and as you relay the information, he relays it as well, and vouches to prove that your information is correct. Okay, so you've dispatched the bad guys, freed up the space in front of you, and the 2 other gnomes reappear from where they'd hidden when these new guys appeared, and they said, "Are you heading towards the main shaft, back towards the main city?"
Is that them asking us?
Yes, they're asking you.
No, we're heading to where the goblins are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you say they're in the city. Then the main shaft is probably the way to go. And they start walking and they start disappearing down one of
Wait.
these.
Where are you guys going?
Follow us. We'll take you to the shaft. And then the 2 gnomes, they go and they step into the darkness and they vanish from your sight.
You guys got a torch?
Let's just go with them. I mean, like, I've already got a 10 foot dim light around me right now, so, and that
As
lasts
you-
for 10 minutes.
As you step into the darkness, you can't see the light anymore.
Oh wow.
The 2 gnomes in front of you turn and call back.
Back to night vision.
It's fine. Just be careful of your step. Watch your step as they make their way through the tunnel.
Hmm.
I need you all to make perception checks.
16.
I got a 5.
I got a 10.
I got 15.
So yeah, you
Seems to be like added
between all of you, you managed to
perception.
between you all, you managed to stumble your way slowly through this tunnel. One of the gnomes at the front turns around and says, "The darkness is an aid to working down here. We have some equipment that you might need," and you hear one of them walk off and then walk back. And as he approaches you all, he hands each of you a ring. Here, put this ring on.
5.
I
It'll
shrug my
help
shoulders
you
there, put it
start.
on. Shrug your shoulders, put it on. It's like, they seem like they can be trusted.
I take a ring and cast Identify on it.
Okay, the ring is a ring of true sight. And as you put it on, the darkness around you, you can suddenly see through the darkness. You can still see the darkness is there, but you can see through it. You don't have a problem with seeing through the darkness.
So, how is the darkness an aid?
The gnome in front of you points off to the left, and you can see with your sight there are glistening gems within the wall. These gems only show up in complete darkness. We can't mine them without it. And
Do I know what these gems are?
make a history check.
Do we all hear this?
Yeah, they're speaking in common. The conversation is going on between.
Okay.
Close
10.
enough to hear. Sorry? 6. 10. You've read it within the library, within the confines of the library. You've read about the mining of this gem. It is used. Some of the weapon makers use it to infuse their weapons with a darkness spell. And other. It has been known to be used for other materials as well.
Okay. I sort of wave my hand and go, lead on.
They turn and they keep going and they lead you through. You can see where you're going now. The tunnel itself stays just over 5 feet in around all the way floor to ceiling, side to side. Every so often there'll be an offshoot. As you're going, there's one that's got a couple of tables and some chairs in it. One that's got a couple of bunks in it. They all seem to be deserted. The chairs and tables tipped over. The bunks look like they've been evacuated recently, like someone was sleeping there and either dragged out of their bed or they got up and left really quickly. And as these two gnomes lead you into the main room in front of you, you can hear the sounds in the distance of hammering and mining. Every so often you hear a cheer come from one of the opposite directions. There's also a strange smell. It smells damp, more damp than what it would normally smell like down here, and maybe a little bit oily.
I assume they're continuing to lead us.
Yeah, they're continuing to lead you through. There's what looks like a wooden shaft going up. You've been gradually going down. You were traveling down anyway, but you're still traveling down. You're probably 50, 100 feet lower than the main square where you saw all those goblins and their prisoners. I've dropped a dice. At least I didn't throw it. Okay.
I asked one of the miners and described the cave that we saw on the way in and ask if this is connected to that.
As he opens his mouth, out of the darkness flies an arrow that catches him just above the collarbone, and he just drops face first into the dirt.
I want to see where that came from. Can I make a perception check?
Yep. Ah, I found it. It's on a shoe.
That is a nat 1. I didn't see shit.
You're shocked by the fact this arrow just came out silently out of the darkness and hit this gnome, and he just dropped down face first.
So, did we see the general direction it came from?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Cool.
If I get a nat 1, I swear to God. That's a 13.
Yeah, you sort of see that it came out of the darkness surrounding the wooden shaft. That leads up.
I am going to do something so stupid. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast up there.
Okay. Make an attack with
I got
disadvantage.
perception of 16.
Okay, so 15. And nat 20, so that's a 15.
Yeah. Okay. Roll for damage.
Okay. That'll be 7 damage.
Okay. You fire your blast off, and chunks of stone rain down beneath the shaft area. Other than that, there appears to be nothing there.
Okay. Whatever was there, it's gone now. But we need to be careful.
Are you sure it's gone?
I shot an Eldritch Blast in the general direction. I might have missed. I might have hit stone. They might be gone, but with that Eldritch Blast, I think they may be gone now.
Okay. Alright. So, something for someone's out there.
Something here.
This gnome's companion is kneeling down, trying to wake his friend up and shaking his friend.
Your friend's dead, let's go.
Flip him over, see where the arrow is.
Yeah, I call dibs on it, actually.
Take the arrow, let him bleed out.
Okay, so you go over there. Make a medicine check.
Oh God. So which one of us?
Gato, make a medicine check.
Medicine. 10.
Yeah, the gnome is very much dead. It takes you a while. The arrowhead gets caught on the collarbone, but you wiggle it around a bit and eventually manage to get it out. It looks like a regular arrow.
I keep that.
Okay, you put it
And
in your quiver.
No, I remember that. Look, I'm really sorry, but he's dead. Do you want to say a few words for him so we can move on, or?
So just leave him here. Just leave him here.
The other gnome shakes his head. I'd rather stick with you guys. You seem to know more what you're doing. There is another way to go up without going near the shaft. And as he looks over, his eyes grow slightly wider. He says, "There's been issues here for several weeks now with this main shaft entrance. Several gnomes have gone missing."
Can I do an insight check on him to see whether he's holding anything back?
Yeah.
17 plus 5. So that is a 22. 22 on the insight.
Ping ping. Did you get it?
I step up to him. I pull out a knife and hold it to his neck, and look him in the eye and say, "Start telling the truth."
So, but
Yeah.
but they make a intimidation roll.
Is there any way I could just... Oh, we've got 17. I'm not assisting with that. No, I don't want to ruin it.
What did you get?
I got the 17.
17. I got 4 my 20s. They told me to take anyone that we found, and then they would and he kind of goes quiet, looks at his companion friend, and then looks over towards the shaft. He said, they have an assassin with some rather interesting ammunition, and he's killed many of the miners.
Can I do an investigation check on the arrow I picked up?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
17?
Regular arrow, wooden shaft, feathers on the end, metal head. Doesn't appear to be any magical properties to it.
So, like, no poison.
It just looks like a regular arrow. It doesn't look like the end doesn't look like it's been dipped in acid or dipped in poison or anything. It just looks like it's been killed with this arrow.
So this gnome, I'm going to continue holding the knife to his neck, grab him by the collar, trip him over so he's onto the floor, and effectively cover him with my body, saying, "You will give me all of the information." And then I stab the knife in about a centimeter from his head, maybe clipping his ear
Into the dirt.
into the dirt. Yeah.
Okay. His eyes go wider as he says, I don't know anything about this man. He's not a gnome or goblin as far as we can tell. He's threatened us. The Goblin King in charge said that we had to do as he commanded. I think that he's actually the man in charge.
And how long has he been here?
2 weeks.
How are you? Following
He came in at roughly the same time as the goblins with their invasion.
Are you actually covered, or do I need to put this arrow into the same spot as the friend?
I want to roll in, start on him to see if he is saying the truth.
He make a perception check.
Okay.
Knob and Gato.
22.
Wait, what am I making? Perception?
Perception, yeah.
21.
Yeah. You can smell the blatant smells of a very scared gnome who has lost control of his bladder.
Oh, he's
So-
pissed himself.
Whatever information that he is giving is it. He doesn't appear to be lying. He's too scared for his life.
I say we kill him.
Do I know this gnome from town?
How much time do you generally spend around town? Or do you spend most of your time in the library?
Most of the time in the library, but
Make a history check.
would be a 16.
It's hard to tell with the dirt on his face, but as you look closer at his face, you can see that he's beginning to sweat, and the sweat is making it run. You do recognize him as having seen him around. You don't know him by name. He's more like one of these people that tends to keep to the sidelines rather than getting involved in stuff that's going on.
Kill him.
I pull the knife out, reverse it, and crack him on the side of the head to knock him out.
Make an attack roll.
That would be a 14.
Yeah. He goes quiet. He goes limp in your hands. He is now unconscious.
I take a length of rope from my my bag, and hog tie him and drag him to a starting corner.
As you throw him in the corner, make a perception check.
17.
Yeah, as you throw him in this corner, you see there are bodies of other gnomes stacked up against the wall in this corner that you've thrown him, and there's bodies stacked up next to him. They all look like gnomes.
I step forwards and search them all to see if there's anything interesting on them.
Make an investigation check.
25.
Yeah, you find there's about 10, 15 bodies there. You find 10 arrows. All of the bodies appear to have different wounds. Some of them have fire. Some of them have. Some of them are cold to the touch, and they look like they've been frozen. They all look like they died quickly. It doesn't look like they were tortured. All the arrows are dedicated shots to the head and the body. They didn't suffer, but they've all been down here quite a while. They've been stripped of all their other possessions. You recognize a couple of them as a couple of the magic users, a couple of the religious magic users, but they've been stripped of all their stuff. They've just got their basic undergarments on, and their bodies have just been left.
Okay, I walk back with the 10 arrows and hand 5 to Gato and 5 to the other archer.
Nazir.
Yeah.
And Nazir takes them and shuffles them and puts them in his pouch. Puts them in his quiver. As he does, he brushes his finger over one of the arrows he picked up and slides it out and weighs it in his hands. Rolling it over slightly, and then puts it back. Oh, I'll add to his sheet. So, Gato, you get 5 arrows.
Thank you.
Just regular 5 arrows. And so you've handed these arrows over. You've checked the bodies out. And what are the rest of you doing while he's doing this stuff? Nazir and Foxy, their heads are together and they're kind of muttering, trying to come up with plans about how they can take back the city. Mitch, Nob,
Hmm.
Naren.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What do you want to be doing while Kullig is disposing of this dead gnome?
I'm gonna send my wolf to go sniff around ahead of us and try not to get up to. And try not
Okay.
to get us
Yeah,
in.
you send Wolf off, and he runs. He starts sniffing around. He sniffs each of the entranceways. Make a perception check with advantage.
Is it the wolf's advantage or my own advantage?
It's the wolf. The wolf. He gets advantage with the perception checks that involve smell.
26.
Yeah. So he walks off. He goes away. He comes back. He sits by your side, and his nose kind of aims in the way of the shaft, and he kind of looks up.
Okay, we go that way.
Okay. Naren, you do have a metallic constructed wolf, and you also have a tiny servant as well.
Yeah.
The constructed wolf doesn't work the same way as an actual wolf, but it could follow around and do other such things.
And I put my wolf on like guard.
Yeah, totally. So the construct is still a little greasy and oily and creaky, but he starts sort of moving and patrolling around the edge of just where you're in front of.
Okay.
Okay, so Mitch, is there anything you want to be doing? Oh, please don't tell me you're frozen again.
Oh god.
It's always fun when that happens. Oh, I'm poking.
Am I frozen again?
You were. Think you are
You
again.
should try from my end.
I blame the other people that you live with. Steal all your internet.
You would.
My internet's not much better. Okay, so what is it you want to be trying? Or are you just getting ready to move on?
I'd like to be a distraction
For cut out again. Life is so much easier in other streams. You got out again.
No. Stop cutting out.
Oh, you can't. It's not his fault. It's
Yeah,
his
true.
connection. Okay, so while we're waiting, Nob,
Um, I'm going to just like sit around, keep an eye out, make sure nothing happens.
okay. Yeah, make a perception check. Okay.
That is a 16.
I guess we're back to actions via WhatsApp. Okay, so yeah, there doesn't appear to be any movement around. There doesn't appear to be any sign of any kind of assassin at the moment. Once Kulig finishes and hands the arrows out, Nazir and Foxy. Nazir says to everyone that he knows of this alternative way that the gnome was trying to guide you. He and Foxy will go that way and try and basically clear that way of any bad guys and meet you outside the main entrance at the top, just outside the big square where everyone is being held prisoner.
Is that the same way that my wolf is pointing?
No, your wolf is currently pointing at the way, the way up.
Oh God, what's happening?
It's fixable. Don't worry. Don't panic. Oh, this is weird. And I'm hoping he'll either be back or he won't. Let's give him a couple of minutes, see if he pops back in. The shaft that leads up is the way that the wolf is pointing. But the Nazir and Nerin start heading off in one of the other directions. He's gonna be in the wrong place. Boom! And he's in the wrong place because he was the first one here. Okay, so now our lovely voice from the gods now has to do some work. We shall. Yeah, Nazir and Nerin, they. You know what? Oh, I can't do it. Nazir and Nerin, they start walking off in one direction, down one of the side passageways, leaving the rest of you.
Nazir and Foxy.
Yeah, that's it. Nazir and Foxy. They go off.
Wandering off.
And leave the five of you to decide whether you're going to follow them or go up the shaft.
I'm gonna.
So this is the decision on how annoying do we want to be to the DM.
True. Shall we split the party? The worst decision ever made.
So, split the party.
It's not
some of the party with the other two players that aren't here.
It's me trying to make my life slightly easier by not having to play two of your party members.
Yeah, I know that's why it's a decision on how much we want to annoy you. Yes, I think we shall go the way the wolf is indicating. What would you guys say?
I prefer warning you guys.
I say let's just go. Let's just do it.
And I get my wolf to go ahead and be like a looker as well.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah, so the two wolves, they go forward.
No, I'll keep mine next to me.
You keeping yours next to you? Okay. So wolf stays behind, and the iron defender goes forward. You're all heading towards that way. I don't have the sheet.
Would be better to have the
Also a robot.
Would be better to have the Groot inside the wolf to go ahead, because then I can communicate with
Stand by
Groot.
her.
Can I have the Groot in the wolf so that I can communicate with
Yes,
it?
yes, of course. Yes, of course. So yeah, you send them both forward. The shaft itself is about 10 foot wide. There's a wooden platform. It's about 30 feet above you. There are a couple of pulleys in the back and a little gap in the middle. It's basically some kind of rudimentary lift. But the platform is 3 or 4 times your current height.
So the it's a rudimentary lift, but it's up at the moment.
Yeah, it appears to be. It doesn't appear to be all the way to the top. It just appears to be above your height.
Does the lift seem to have control? Is the controls on the actual lift that we can see?
There's you can see ropes coming down at the very back, and
Well,
and gears at the bottom, and pulley and a pulley system that runs through it.
So you using a rough knowledge of science and physics that I would have with all of my studying, is that a pulley system to just pull the ropes to go up and down?
Make an intelligence check. Straight intelligence. In fact, Naren, make one as well.
I got a 7.
My character?
Mhm.
5.
Plus intelligence.
Plus your intelligence.
Yes, I get distracted by the fact that it's all in bad repair.
So plus 5?
Yeah.
10.
Okay. Yeah. It is in poor condition. Off to the side there is a handle, a gear on the wall with a rope coming out of it, but the handle is broken off. And it looks like it's been broken off quite recently. But this does look like it might control the lift going up or down.
Can I? No. I was going to say, can I take my sword and use that as a hand?
Try.
Could I try and use my sword as a replacement handle somehow?
Yeah, sure, you can try. You put it in. Make a strength check.
I have blacksmith tools. If
18.
Yeah, you managed to get it. It goes around 2 revolutions, and the rest of you are watching as it starts going up.
The other way.
I do it the other way.
Okay, so you pull it the other way. It makes 3 revolutions before it stops, and the sword kind of knocks a chunk out of the side of the gear. Mitch, I'm not quite sure the party heard you. And it's happened again.
My character.
Yeah, Mitch has blacksmith's tools, and I'm thinking he's offering to fix the handle.
If you can.
You want to give it a try, Mitch?
I can try.
You can probably assist.
I'll help with
Yes.
the repairs.
Okay. I need you both to make tinkering checks. So D20 plus proficiency plus dex.
proficiency.
So, proficiency?
Is +3.
21. And
Dexterity, I think. Was it dexterity?
Yeah,
16.
dex plus proficiency.
22. I got 22.
Yeah, okay, cool.
16, 17, 21.
Okay, yeah, you both, between you manage to find a piece of material that works well, it holds up, and you get the gears going, and the movement becomes a lot smoother. You move the rope a little bit and it fixes it, and now the pulley works a lot better. So you can wind the handle and it comes down. As it comes down towards you, you can now see onto the lift itself. There are several sacks dotted around. There's what looks to be an imprint in the ground, black dirt or dust, a dot and a long line, kind of offset from each other.
A dot and a long line.
Can I investigate that?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Can I go and have a look as well?
Yep.
I'm going to go as well.
15.
Make sure.
Oh, I've got a nat 20 though. I've got a
Jesus Christ.
No, that's fine.
And I rolled a 13, but I got a total of 21.
Yeah. So between you all, as you're having a look, Gato, you've been a hunter, you've been a tracker. You recognise the long line as somewhere where someone might have lent their leg while they were in weight, and the single dot is probably the weight they're putting either on their heel or their toe, ready to fire a shot. The material it's made from, or the coating is oily and a very, very, very thick, viscous kind of material.
No.
Can I identify what this material is?
Yeah. Make a nature check.
$30-20.
It appears to be some kind of natural secretions from a beast that you might have read about in a book or heard about somewhere, but it basically, people have been known to use it to coat themselves, to make themselves hide in darkness. It's just an oily secretion from a darkness beast that hides in the darkness.
Okay. Can I get a bit of rag, wipe up a bit of this secretion, and then use flint
Is
and
it
steel to
flammable?
strike a spark into it?
Yeah. The spark, the rag, and it does catch. But it doesn't seem to do anything to it. The flames kind of coat on the outside.
So it's just the rag catching fire.
The rag itself doesn't appear to be on fire. You can hold it in your hand and it's not burning you, but the flames also don't appear to be affecting the oily substance. They just seem to be there on the outside. As you fold it up or whatever with it, the fire does go out.
Okay, so the substance is relatively flammable, will catch fire easily, but won't damage whatever it's on.
It appears that's the case.
Okay. Good to know.
Possibly make some flameproof armor.
No, possibly set this stuff on fire on whoever's speed in this stuff so we can see them.
Yeah.
As the are you guys getting ready to go up now?
Yes.
So
I think so.
you all managed. Sorry.
I want to draw my bow and ready a shot just in case we meet some gunfire.
Okay. Yeah, you ready an arrow. You all climb on. Between Naren and Mitch, guys figure out a way to get the lift to go up without anyone waiting on the bottom and winding the hand. And you rise up and you go all the way 10, 15, 20, 50 feet, 80 feet, 90 feet. As you are getting towards the 100 feet mark, you can see light above you shining down. I need Neren and Gato to make perception checks
Okay.
for your constructs. So that's just straight perception checks because they're slightly bigger than you are.
18. Isn't just like straight perception?
Yeah. But you
25.
add the construct's perception skill. You should have details of it. Or the
What did you get, Gato?
25.
25. Yeah. He kind of starts growling and start standing in a very defensive pose next to you.
Get ready, guys. Something nasty's coming.
Oh god.
Either that or it's just a cat.
If it was just a cat walking by, then that'd just be amazing.
So the perception is plus.
23. Mine.
Yeah. It's the same. So Grout and the construct kind of start adjusting, and it seemed to be in a very defensive pose as you come up 100 feet. The area you're in is maybe 70, 80 feet wide, side to side. There's a large entranceway where there are standing facing away from you 5 what look to be large hobgoblin sized creatures.
I immediately fire.
I was.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Sorry, are you
No,
moving to?
no, that's fine. You had the action ready, so. We roll it.
Yeah. 19 plus. So 19 plus 9. So 28.
Yeah, 28 hits. Which one are you hitting?
Just pick one for me. I can't make decisions.
Okay.
So 7 plus 5. 12.
Hold on. Why is he not there? That's weird. I alphabetized my book and now he's not there. He must be at the back. Here he is. What was the damage?
12.
Okay. Cool. Can't have been forced into you. Roll for initiative. Are you attacking again?
Yeah. Same
Okay.
deal.
Second attack.
Dice roll plus my initiative.
Yeah.
There's no weapon.
I have 15. And then from good.
So it's
Yes, he goes on your turn.
Grab goes on your turn.
26.
26 hits. Roll for damage.
Uh, 9.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a nat 1 for my initiative.
That's
I
impressive.
got 19 for that.
Oh yeah, initiative. That's a nat 20.
James, are you allowed to even attack?
Yes.
It just means you're at the very
It's
bottom.
You're at the very end.
You know that one sort
Okay.
Nat
Mitch, what did you get on initiative?
Just one.
17.
I'm sorry. What am I going to do?
Well, I was going to see this because there's torches, so I was going to use my.
Colleague, you got 1. Knob got. What did you get total?
I got a nat 20. So I don't
And plus.
plus 3, so 23.
Okay. Gato, what do you have? Roll for initiative.
Oh, 19.
Okay. Okay. Knob.
Yes.
You watch as Gato fires 2 arrows and hits this creature in the back, and they fall forward. Their 3 companions spin around and face you all. What are you doing?
Would you say they're in line?
They are in a line, sort of. They are in a line when you look at it from left to right, but they're not. They're staggered. So one is like
Okay.
10 foot in front of the one next to it, and so on and so on. The
Okay.
one Gato shot, the one she shot is on the very end.
Okay, so how far away are they, would you say?
They're about 50 feet away.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out my crossbow and shoot them, or shoot one shot at the one in front.
Okay, the one closest to you, yeah?
Yes.
Make your attack.
Okay, that is a 19.
19 hits.
Okay. So that is 7 damage.
Yeah, so
And then
you fire your bolt.
Yeah.
Here's the first guy.
I'm gonna aim at the same guy again, Eldritch Blast.
Okay. As your bonus action.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
For 17.
17 misses.
Ooh.
So you hit him with your first arrow, and you boom, fire your blast off, and it follows a similar line, but it follows so closely behind as the arrow hits him, he kind of twists, and the blast just goes straight past. You do have a second attack.
Do I now?
Actually, no, I don't think you do.
Yeah, I didn't think I did.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Being a warlock's weird.
Hmm.
Okay, that's fair. Gato, you're up.
How much damage did that last do?
Big
That
pardon?
last one did 7.
Okay. Yeah, so just fire another arrow. That seems to be
Okay,
one.
so you line up, moving along. Next one, line up, fire your arrow. Make an attack.
Roll again. 11 plus 9. 30, 20.
30, 20 hits.
Okay. 2 plus 5 is a 7.
7? Yeah. As you fire your next arrow, you're hitting the same one that Knob has already hit. He kind of goes backwards in the dirt. the shield that he's currently carrying just slides away. You've got another attack.
Alright, I'll go for the next guy.
Okay, moving across.
12.
12 misses. So you fire your arrow and he kind of moves his shield. This one's slightly further back, but he moves his shield up. And he gets it in the way, and your arrow embeds itself in the shield. Mitch.
Yes.
It's your turn. Always at the important times.
Seems do I control my growth on my turn? Okay.
Light crossbow attack.
Okay, yep. You ready your bolt?
Okay, and that's 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay, and that's 8 damage.
Yeah. So you manage to get the bolt. It passes between the shield as he's moving the shield across. Managed to get the bolt behind the shield, and it hits him in the shoulder. He's not down yet. You get another attack.
Second attack.
Yes.
Crossbow again. 18 to hit.
18 hits. Just.
Damage. Okay, just. Damage of 9.
Okay, yeah. You fire your next bolt. Ah! And it takes him out. Hey. Calm down. Anything else you want to do?
You're being a typical villain stroking your cat.
There's nothing wrong with
I'd
sitting
just
on
like to
screen
point this
stroking
out.
your pussy. Hey, stop digging your claws.
But you're not
No,
a
I'm done.
villain because it's not a white cat. Or wild
Or
cat.
hairless. Or hairless cat.
Yes.
Right, yes. Does that end your turn, Mitch?
Yes.
Okay, so the last guy, he seems to be more heavily armored than the previous guys. His shield is slightly bigger, and he's got a slightly longer sword. Nerin.
Yeah.
So over to you.
I would like to shoot him on my rifle.
Okay. Pull out the big gun.
Yeah.
Line up shot. Make an attack.
Roll to hit.
Yeah.
And then this one too. Damage. 15.
Plus your attack.
15
Plus
plus dexterity.
Attack. See, you've got attacks. Not on your stats bar.
Plus 4. So 19. Got 19.
19 hits.
So damage says there as well.
Damage. 1 12. It does 1 damage.
Okay. Well, okay. So you pull out your big rifle. You line up your shot. You pull the trigger, and it pings off the edge of this guy's armor, and it hits him in the side of the head, grazing just above his ear. It flies off into the dirt above. It's going to cost you another action or another attack to reload your gun, and you've only got 2. So you can either draw your pistol.
How much range does that have?
The range is close enough to be able to use it.
Range 100. Yeah, good point.
Exactly. Well in range.
Okay, I will pull out my pistol and try another shot.
Okay, so you pull out your pistol.
Nine.
9.
Yeah.
9 misses.
Okay.
So you fire. You're still covering from the recoil from your rifle. You don't tend to use your rifle very much, but so you cover from your recoil. So you fire your pistol, and it pings off the shield into the distance. And now it's his turn. Look at that. Really hilariously, we're down to the 1s.
But the growth that I have.
Yeah, you can use it as a bonus action.
Okay.
What is it you want him to do?
Do you want the wolf him to attack using the wolf construct?
Yeah.
We've not actually got any of the details for the wolf construct to hand.
Iron Defender.
Yeah. I've been.
Sorry, that's what I was using.
Yes, we know. Hold on, I might have. Oh. I don't have my monster manual open.
Terrible. Thank you for asking.
I mean, I have to sit you on the sofa with your feet up.
So, Iron Defender actions attack is bite, so +4 to hit. Damage 1d8 +2.
Sorry?
So
Yeah, so D20.
Roll +4.
well, that's
Yeah, d20. And that's
but is he in range within range?
He will be able to run up. He's got a speed of 40 feet.
Yeah, he can get there.
18 plus what?
4.
22. My wolf has a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
So 1d8 +2.
D8, which is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
9. Plus 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, the Iron Defender manages to get there all the way, jumps up, manages to get behind, pull the shield to the side, take a bite out of his shoulder, still holding on as he's kind of fighting it off. It's now his turn.
Okay.
He's gonna swing his sword at this Iron Defender with a. Hold on, I'll put my sheet away.
How much health does it have?
The Iron Defender has an AC of 15 and hit points equal to 5 times your level plus intelligence.
Okay, so that's 16 hits.
Okay, so
16 hits.
Level 8.
47 HP.
Yes, no.
Who are you attacking?
The wolf.
The Iron Defender.
The Iron Defender has an AC of 15.
Yeah, so 16 hits. Okay, so. Okay, so and he takes 6 points of slashing damage.
So yeah,
So put Iron Defender.
Iron Defender, it's got 46 HP and it's just taken levels. She will drop out and then come back. She wants the pet. She just doesn't
Yeah.
What's your
It starts off with 46.
Okay. So Kullig.
So it took 6 damage.
Yep. Kullig, it's round to you.
Okay, so what weapons were the other hobgoblins holding?
Each of the hobgoblins was holding a longsword.
So-
The one that's remaining has got a larger shield, and is seems like it's just got a longer longsword.
Are the corpses of his friends behind him?
Yeah. But there's sort of one in front of him and there's 3 behind. Yeah.
Okay. Longsword, roughly how heavy?
15, 20 pounds maybe.
Okay, so if I do a catapult spell at 3rd level, targeting one of the longswords to fly at him from behind.
Yeah. Make an attack.
No, it's not an attack. It's a DC 16 Dex save. But if it's coming from behind, is it a surprise? So he gets.
It would be disadvantage.
Yeah.
On his
So it's a
save.
DC 16 Dex save.
Okay. So that was not good. Yeah. No. What's the DC?
16.
Yeah. No. Roll for damage.
That is 11 points of damage on 4d8. Wait, sorry, no, it's 17 points of damage on 5d8 because it was I did it at level 3.
Okay. Yeah. So the sword flies over, kind of catches him in the back of the arm. His shield arm goes limp, and his shield is now kind of dragging it on the floor. He's still holding it up, but he's not looking good.
That is my action. Don't think I have anything to do for bonus action, so yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah. All right. We're back to the top. Knob.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot another crossbow bolt and another Eldritch Blast. That is my main strategy.
Okay. Yeah. So you fire your bolt at him.
For a 17.
17 hits just.
Ooh. For 9 points of damage.
For 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Then the Eldritch Blast is a 15, which I'm guessing does not hit.
No.
Yeah.
He misses.
Okay. I believe that's my turn.
Got her. She's run away. While we wait for Gotter to return, my cat's come out from under the table. It's looking rather pathetic. He wants to go out.
I seem to be pretty good with the longbow, so I'm going to do that one again.
Okay. Yep. Make an attack roll.
22.
22 hits.
7.
7. How do you want to kill him?
Lovely.
What?
How do you want to kill him? What's happened?
I aim for the eye.
You want to aim for the what now?
The eye.
The eye? Oh, that's a popular place to kill monsters. So he's kind of scouring the room, and the arrow as he's looking catches him, kind of on the bridge of the nose, splitting the bridge of the nose, and it passes into his head in the eye socket, sticks out the side of his head as he drops directly straight straight down onto the floor. Flat out. That ends initiative.
Okay. Can I go around and pick up the dropped weapons and armor and pop it in our box of holding?
You may. You want to know what you've got?
Quick one down, please.
Okay, so that's 3 long swords.
Yep.
1 great sword.
Yep.
A couple of javelins.
Yep.
1 large shield.
Yep.
3 regular shields.
Yep.
3 sets of chainmail.
Yep.
1 set of half plate.
Okay.
There's also you also find a pouch containing 350 gold pieces.
Yep.
And another pouch on another one containing 1 large red ruby.
Yep.
And several smaller material components for spellcasting. Like diamond dust and
Yes, a generic component pouch.
yeah, it's a generic component pouch.
Okay. I'm assuming none of the mail or plate or anything has any magical auras or healings.
Make an Arcana check.
So that would be 23.
You're not getting any sense of any magical properties for any of the equipment other than the stuff that Nerin's bandolier, the box of holding.
Yes.
Other than the
just
magical
checking
equipment that
if
you're
you
carrying, no, none of the stuff has magical properties.
Okay.
I want to pick up all my arrows.
Yeah, you go around, you can collect your ammunition up again.
I do the same. I'm gonna go grab my arrows.
We'll go around and you pick up your ammunition, restock it all. You do find just around the corner there is actually a quiver filled with 50 arrows, just around the corner of the corridor that these guys were standing at the end of.
Nickel dibs on those arrows. Wait, did you say there was 50 in there that I found?
50, yeah. As you're looking around and pick this quiver up, sparks fly off the wall in front of you as another arrow hits the wall and shatters into pieces.
I want to see where that came from, please.
Make a perception check.
Perception. Oh, I'm good at that. 5, 6, 11.
11. Yeah,
Oh.
the corridor that you're in, the entranceway in the corridor that you're currently in, at the very end of it, there is complete darkness. The other end is maybe 150 feet away. You can't quite see that far.
Came from over there, but I don't know what it was.
Mm.
was loud in my ear. Okay, so you see off to the side. Oh, it's Saturday. So I'm not doing it tomorrow. Off to the side, there is a small room with 6 or 7 bunks in it. And out of this room steps Nazir and Foxy. They look. Yes, fine, go. They look across at you all and say, "We found a room to rest up in for the night. If you want to rest up, and we can attack them in the morning."
Mm.
We can do, but we should sleep in shift.
They nod in agreement.
Yeah.
I'll take first watch.
Okay. So you all go into this room. You pick a bunk. All the bunks seem to be fairly fresh. And let's call it there.
Okay.
And then next time we'll come in and we'll go for a big
Final push.
final push. See how long battle lasts. Is everyone all right with that?
Yeah.
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 I'm good with that.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Cool. Once again, I'd like to thank Johnny Neal for the voiceover introduction, and my lovely background right here was designed by my friend at Beluga Tunes on Twitter. And yeah, we'll end it right there. Thank you very much for watching.